The Acolyte is getting worse. Now, that is not a surprising statement for anyone with more than 2 brain cells, or 2 brain cells that are rubbing against each other really, really fast to compensate. But the fact that how fast it's getting worse is astonishing. The actors, the producers, the showrunners, everyone involved here in The Acolyte seemingly is just actively trying to make people hate them more some magically. And it's insane. And the show itself, if episode 1, 2, and 3 were bad, but funny, bad in the sense that they don't even understand how fire works, then episode 4 is just completely boring and bad because nothing really even happens there. They set up payoffs that don't even pay off.
Let's get started. And remember, this is all just satire.
Nothing is satire at Daddy Gundam's streams and videos. It's sad.
I was editing a non-Star Wars video for a change, thank God. But of course, something stupid has to happen. If it isn't Looper pretending that anyone that didn't like the Acolyte is a monster, a bigoted animal.
Some audience members have...
The idea that it would only be Looper that says that, by the way, kinda crazy and hard to believe. I'm pretty sure all the shill media has been completely on edge and trying to tell everyone that if you don't like this trash, that it's your fault for being that bad type of person.
Have issues with the show's diversity and LGBTQ+ themes, and those should be dismissed. However, viewers should genuinely examine the...
Honestly, these themes are hilarious and they should not be dismissed. The fact that Kathleen Kennedy created a covenant filled with exiled, desperate space lesbian witches and managed to make it boring and not appealing for men is quite the achievement. Honestly, she should get a reward for that, because that's crazy.
legitimate criticisms the Acolyte has received. Cultural critics like the Critical Drinker and...
I love the space bows. They're so spacey. I also like the space torch that sets the space rock on fire. God, I love space.
Nerdrotic have dubbed the show lore-breaking for its recent revelations, but their commentary isn't productive. Rather, it encourages bigotry and hatred over a show that's just...
Oh, a round of applause, everyone! It's the classic. Oh, the fact that they are pointing out something extremely obvious and on point and undisputable makes them bad, and they're actually trying to attack people. Never change. Never change, shill media.
Just getting started. As always, rage bait and review bombings distract from actual criticism. In particular, Episode 3 has proven to be controversial, and perhaps rightfully so.
You know what?
The fact that he knows that Todd Howard is the poster child for lying. I love you.
Right. The Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic are bigots. And
Anyone ever thought about the fact that you could take Nerdrotic's beard and place it on Critical Drinker's head and vice versa, and they would still look like the same person? Is kind of amazing.
And I, on the other hand, am a precocious little cherub of a human. That's why you should love and worship me. I am the paragon of human virtue.
He's a villain.
Well, anyway, the Acolyte star put out a rap diss track for YouTube. Man, I feel like it's 2011 all over again. If only...
I have not seen the song, but I have heard people talk about it. And, well, it's as insane as you would expect.
Rice Gums was here to roast little kids while Jake Paul sold me real-life loot boxes. Well, today in Stupid, or yesterday, I don't know, Amandla Steinberg or Sternberg, who cares, who...
It's probably Steinberg.
Admittedly, I know nothing about this girl, but judging by her acting in Star Wars...
You can look at her and you know everything you need to know about her as a person.
I'll soon forget who she is. A quick Google search on the other hand, and looking up progs on Twitter, tells me that...
Bro, you know what's my favorite part about watching The Acolyte? It's imagining that he doesn't even understand what he's saying or hearing in English. That's my favorite part. Every time I see Squid Games, I'm like, ah, yes, he hears words, but he doesn't know what they mean, and he says words, and he doesn't know what they mean. That would be the funniest thing ever if he actually can't fully do the English thing, and then he just learned how to speak, but in an understandable, non too accented way, because. For Asian people, it's actually, for a lot of them, it's really hard to get the English accent down without, sounding completely strange, like they don't know even what they're saying. Well, they know what they're saying and what they're speaking. So, hey, A for effort.
Looking up Progs on Twitter tells me that she's amazing in every way, shape, and form. She is a quadruple threat. Tell me
Nice.
about her, Jeremy.
Amandla Stenberg wrote, recorded, and edited a song and music video in just 72 hours.
Yeah, and so do SoundCloud rappers, but nobody's
Wow.
singing their praises.
As a response to all the disgusting racist hate from Star Wars fans, and dropped that shit on Juneteenth. An icon, a legend, Amandla said, racist and clickbait journalists go choke. I'm obsessed.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
So, if you think her acting is wooden and lifeless, apparently,
Well, I don't want to give her too much credit for just that level of bad acting.
that's racism now. Hate to tell you, if you didn't like
Always
the
has
Acolyte,
been.
you're practically a grand dragon in the clan.
Wait a minute, that's a pretty prestigious position. I see benefits.
Doesn't matter what color your skin is. But then again, the progressives have now weaponized the term that they came up with, which is DEI, or DEI and me. It's that stupid. But anyway, if you say someone's a DEI hire, if you say diversity, equity, and inclusion together like that, you're also a
Wait, is he gonna talk about the O'Keefe thing? Because I don't see any O'Keefe footage. Maybe he. Okay, let's wait a bit.
racist. Craig from Side Scrollers is now on the federal wanted list, and it's about damn time, I
Hello.
say. Oh, we have a black woman here to educate us all on our bigotry, and I'm glad you're here for it. You people
That's my favorite type of education.
need this, what do they call
Call it, it's not gender reaffirmation. Sensitivity training. You little shitbag.
Race baiter, race grifter, threatening, angry, dangerous. Or you say that
It's just funny the moment it starts.
we're playing the victim or we are a diversity hire. What you actually mean to
I mean, you're literally a diversity hire.
say is the N-word.
I gotta say, Stu, the bar for racism is now as vacuous
Hell yeah!
as pronouns or gender. You don't know what that word means? Invest in a dictionary, Stu.
By the way, last I recall, journalists have been either running defense for the Acolyte or nothing but kind while saying the show sucks. What is this insane victim narrative?
Oh, wait.
I think it's the typical one.
Hold on. Jeremy has pronouns in the bio with flags. Okay, that's on brand.
Also, yeah, more flags and stuff. I love it.
If you see someone with pronouns in their bio and a ton of flags, 9 times out of 10, you know that they are a douchebag. They're like the type of person you
I would like the term insane.
wouldn't want to know in reality. Oh, okay, so the video dropped in Juneteenth, that's obvious. So did a couple shootings on such a blessed day, but we're just gonna ignore that.
Will someone please stop him?
Well, apparently after reading all this about Amandla, it is clear that I am grossly out of touch, and this girl is God's gift to Star Wars, if not
True. Truer words have never been said. I agree.
entertainment in general. Let's hear these tunes. I'm expecting Prince-level music right now.
The music has been cut due to false copyright claims by Amandla, the
Good.
oppressed as the oppressor.
Lord have mercy. She can't dance.
What is she trying to do? I was gonna say.
Must be the white part of her coming out.
Is this what swans do when they're kind of, semi-aggressive? Do that?
The same thing happened to Michael Jackson.
Cool.
The whiter Michael got, the worse he danced. It was a shame. By the end of it, before Michael
How dare you, Gundam?
Jackson died, he was, you know, just rotating around the room like a white woman on a beach. It was painful to see. But Amandla, she had no chance in hell. Her father's white as snow.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many, the power will shit in your shoe and excommunicate.
It's always weird to see
Nice.
a half-white person act like they're Shaka Zulu.
Well, to summarize this song, delivered with as much passion as her acting in The Acolyte, woke is speaking truth to power. Yet whenever you hear about woke
True.
ideology,
True, I agree. I support this message. Also, like Harambe, she died for our sins.
which is a term, I even hate using the term woke, but for God's sakes, what else is there? It's always people in power slamming it down your throat.
You know what's my favorite part about this? I can't wait for the next 3 big movie announcements where she's the main star now. Because you know it's happening. You know it's gonna happen. And it's gonna be like Rachel Zegler, or what's her dumb name, with the seven dwarfs. Oh boy. Dude, when is that thing coming out? I will actually go and watch it, just because it's gonna be that awful. They completely banned her from all media interactions, or even being on the internet, because she was destroying everything with too rapid of an approach. Holy! I think this one right here is a Rachel Zegler 2.0 in the making. Oh boy, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing.
So how is wokeism speaking truth to power when it's in power? More often than not. There's a paradox for you.
You don't drive up to people in your Lamborghini, splash them with mud, and when they go, what'd you do that for? You go, I'm speaking truth to power.
But you should.
Yes, the privileged Hollywood actress with $1 billion company behind her is the right.
What do you mean privilege? She's half white. She's oppressed as they come. She's the poster child for oppression. What do you mean? She's half white. Oh my god.
Revolutionary. George Orwell.
She can probably see herself in dreams on the slave ships.
Himself could have never come up with anything this dystopian. Journalists gave up their ethics for money and views. As I said before, most of me.
Hey, give me enough money, I'll give up anything for enough money. I mean, literally, BlackRock, I'm here, and I'm completely ready to be bought out. I'm just literally waiting, patiently waiting. Okay, I actually don't even care. Blackwater, Vanguard, Morgan and Chase, anyone who wants, I'm open. My soul is for sale. Just saying, you know. And it's probably not even expensive by your standards.
Media sites ran defense for the show. But I guess since
literally give me 50K and I will forsake everything I have loved, including propaganda. But secretly I will continue watching.
Forbes didn't give the show a standing ovation, everyone's against her and Disney's Acolyte and everybody's a racist and yada yada. The second the Forbes journalist called Star Wars relentless mediocrity, he was on the shit list. And on another level, if you think about it, journalists are just trying to keep their jobs in the age of AI. And I'm sure many of them are just...
I don't agree with this. I think the people become journalists, people who become teachers, there are specific professions that attract people that care more about, you know, certain ideas and whatnot more than, you know, actual ethics or anything even close to that.
Just trying to stay afloat in a world that looks ever increasingly not interested in them. And I would say towing the line is not how you keep your gig. The future is coming and it's always the youth. This one gave me a good laugh because it seems Gen Alpha isn't feeling the progressive narrative and Zoomers are glued to TikTok.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
If you throw in the fact that the government is forcing men to enroll in the military, just in case.
Dude, you know what's scary about this? Suddenly, all of the diversity posters and commercials about enrolling the military are off, and suddenly it's white dudes in them. That's kind of scary because that means shit's actually, you know, shit could actually go down. That's kind of scary.
You know, things go a little sideways. Things aren't looking that bright for the future. And you may say, they've been doing this for a long time. You're right. They
Oh, bless you.
have been doing it for a long time. But before, they at least gave us the illusion of choice. And if you think that being trans is going to save you this time, it's not. Because they're going on databases. And
Bro, I'm literally breaking my leg. I'm just out. I love my country, but I'm not dying. Okay, I'm just not.
that's how I know things are bad.
Imagine if things get, WW3 and Dylan Mulvaney is drafted. I will shit myself.
The original video is around 3 minutes, and I wasn't going to subject you to it because I care that much about you. I'm a benevolent
Thank you.
God. But in all
Thank you.
seriousness, this music is...
I feel like watching it now just so I can ruin my day even further. I kind of feel like I should. Anyway, that was It's a Gundam. You probably have heard of him. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid saying bye-bye.